Now, I'm sure this Let's Play comes as a surprise to absolutely no one. I mean, look at me, and look at what we're playing today. Greetings everyone, my name is Nuke and welcome to Starfox Adventures. I'm actually playing this now because I actually got a recommendation and a comment for it, and this has been on my list of games to play. It was gonna be, I was gonna get to it sooner or later, but you know, someone asked for it, so I figured why not sooner. If you've never played this game, there's a lot to talk about. And when I say a lot to talk about, I don't mean a lot to talk about in terms of the game or development or anything like that. I mean, as a furry, there's a lot to talk about here. Because back in the day, this game produced a lot of furries. And I could go on, but I'm going to let the game speak for itself. I haven't played this fully in recent memory. I played it a little bit, you saw with that other file, but I only got like a third of the way through the game. I'm just gonna let the game speak for itself for a little bit. Well, that's one way to start playing. Someone's in trouble. Hey, look, the trouble. Don't worry, we found the reason. Crystal, we're fine. We got this. Also, I'm thinking in the back of my mind, I'm hoping to God my GameCube does not crash on me. My GameCube is old as dirt. It took me a couple times just to get the disc to load. Not because the disc is broken, because I loaded it on my Wii, and it was fine. I couldn't play this on my Wii because there's something with the sound channels and the capture card on my Wii that my capture card just didn't like, so I had to bring out the older hardware for that. But I think it's fine. Oh, miss me. See, Crystal, you dodge the giant fireballs. You don't block them. Unless you got like a lance or something, but that's Monster Hunter mechanics. I don't even think that game existed yet at this point. It's Monster Hunter 2002 or 2003. I don't know. Yay. Also, that is 100% like me, by the way. To start a game, make the cracks that I made in the beginning about what with being a furry and everything. And then I have to talk about Monster Hunter at some point. It took me less than 5 minutes. But I was like, by the way, Monster Hunter. Almost as annoying as those people who play Final Fantasy XIV, who are like, have you played the hit MMO Final Fantasy XIV? It's free to play up to level 60 to get up through Heavensward. You met those people? Yeah, almost as annoying as that. That's pretty close. It's a pretty close race. We're about the same way with Monster Hunter. Anyway, I got a key. Sorry, these are just tutorials I just skipped. You guys didn't miss anything.
General Scales, Hiku, Kohud, Otaskuki. Uki if dinosaur planet. Ut neokraju ui kimo nekt.
Am den kutsoho kejvorik oi. Am edko kutsoho rozvejo evu tashkov zuk.
Utashkov suk? Kiash niko kuduk ash atashkov.
Keo cloudrunner kekt moyorik oi. Keo ola general.
Moak. Aumdekulak. Ahiko ilo kio mudu tadijwi kiaro. Kiok. Ash nio amit hiko kutsash kudok nakivu. Ikianajo. Kio vik oknush kokeva wika wok mo. Uetu oki se kodwo mo. Kia chach dekelu. Idu su tavuk. General Scales. Yeah.
Rotzesb general. Moro dop kemo.
Kia chach dekelu.
Poshvat keo yezo ev keo tashkov jeduk. Anito avgeash ash neo keo tashkov jeduk ash semat vem.
Kia gets Kio Kurzoa Palace. Avue, we are Jato. Rolo ho Suvik. Kiaka Kio. Touch weeds mek Joshut Kuso.
Alright, officially, we start the game now. Also, I love how General Scales introduced himself as the bad guy, said he's not evil, and then tried to throw Crystal overboard, like, immediately. Anybody. I just missed that entirely, didn't I? So it probably goes without saying, don't want to be too close to that when it explodes. Welcome to level 1. Would you like explosives? Yes, please. Thank you. Health restoratives. Thank you very much. Let's talk to this guy. I just see him laying here. I didn't even say hi. The king sent us to protect Brazoa Palace. It's not safe for you here. If you find yourself in danger, press X to roll out of the way. We got that. We got that. Sorry, buddy. I can't talk to you. I'm carrying an explosive. I can't talk to you either. Okay, now I can talk to you. You should leave this place. Scales brought a great evil into the palace. Be extra safe. Sneak around. Blah, blah, blah. What is this great evil you're on about? General Scales and his army attacked. We tried to stop them. Cool. Why did he attack? You said this place was sacred. I know why he attacked, but... because the things that sleep inside the palace, bro. Ah, there's no explosive there. Should probably find it. There we go. There I was, getting ahead of myself, all and whatnot. I should probably pick those up so I don't have to go through the cutscene while carrying an explosive. Can you guys tell I like explosives? If you've watched me for any length of time, you would know I do enjoy explosives. My favorite thing is I can take this little wooden crate and I can still kill that guy with this wooden crate. Watch. It's a tutorial enemy. We're not gonna give him too much flack for that. Thought I could make that. Yeah, we have to puzzle. Alright. And cutscene.
Keo Krisoa. Tut Oe Kutsak, Keo Uhu, Tudwo,
Nos ak oe kio grot kio tash kuf shoduk.
Neot no Noho Ukasbat, Ashadukat, Vo Kutsak, No Nohu, Muchushat, Oh,
Rek neok noho oe tedwo kutsoho.
Keo King Earthwalker, shot its game. Hekas Kiash Shushat Fusuzo, Kutsimo Eve Keo Krizoa. Keo Krizoa, Oho Fuso Fahax, Fenovic Rodru, Keo Grado Kevoke, O Kudak, Naki Keo Fahax, E Kudak Ash 2.
Ach kutsoho jimokead atsute.
Moak, Et Kokio Fiho Eve Kutsuk, Sud Kubo Keo Kashk. Utko Keo, Krisoa Shrine, Etsu Achatu, Semf Kuko Kipahak Koch, Ut Unoak Ue Hunut, Av Ue Jesut, Kiot Hokit Kemo. Amdek Widwu Utun Kotso.
Sorry, I hid myself so you guys could see the subtitles. Also, I didn't turn off my mic, so you probably heard me take another drink. Maybe. I'm very professional, I swear. Might end up turning up those cutscenes in editing, I don't know. I might not. That depends on how quiet they're gonna be when I listen back to the recording. Alright, so basically, Mr. Man outside was like, the bad guys came for the Krazoa spirits, and the Krazoa spirits are what's keeping our planet alive, and the Krazoa spirits are now locked in these shrines, which are like, I guess, safe houses for them? But like, their powers aren't any good in here, so I gotta find them to get them out of these little safe house shrine things. That makes sense? Am I making sense? They're in the shrines for safety, and I gotta get them out. Because they can't, I thought I would hold on to that. Never mind. The powers don't do no good in here. The temporary shelter is what it is. Oh, please, thank you. Alright, what I'm supposed to do is I'm supposed to take one of those explosives and put it down here, but we don't need to do that. We don't need to do that. See? Nothing to it. What's up, Spirit? Test of observation, blah blah blah. So he's gonna hide in the thing and I gotta find him. Easy enough. See, it's so simple. It's a tutorial though. Also, I've played this game God knows how many times since I got it. I was 8 when I got it. That was over 20 years ago, so I've played this game a lot. So I kind of know the things. Of course, I say that, and somebody in the comments will be like, did you know if you go to this place you can do this? And I'd probably be like, no, I didn't know that. Crap. Watch, it's going to happen. At some point in this playthrough, it's going to happen. Oh, I looked away and I wasn't paying attention. Well, that's not good. Ah! Stop moving. I'm assuming this one. I looked away and I still found you. Because I'm just that awesome. Very parched today. I just recorded Final Fantasy and I didn't have any water then, I don't think. Or not a lot, and I'm very dry. Anyway, we got the Krazoa spirit. Yay. I hide myself again because I'm about to have another cutscene here.
Keo Shahedash, Boof Keo Fahaksh, Shufo Vem Kutsum, Rick Keo Ha Veno, Oho Ish Okash, Etko Niot Keo Fahak Osh Rud Hokujot, Sud Ak Ro Ijot, Keishakev Kiash Nu.
Okay. We're going to hit a point in the story where they're not going to be speaking Dino speak, and we'll get some English going on in here so we can understand without the subtitles. Might heal up first. So, fun fact, when I was 8, it took me, I don't know how many tries to get past this room, because A, I didn't have a memory card. That's when I got a GameCube, I guess. My family didn't know what a memory card was, that's fine. But I didn't know this is a platform. I had to go to a friend's house and he was playing it and I watched him do this and I was like, oh, well then. I was thrown back as an 8-year-old. We're palace through this water barrier. We'll head out in that area eventually. Not now, obviously, because there's a barrier in the way. But later on in the game, we'll get to go out and explore all that. So the goal is once you get one of those spirits, you gotta find the corresponding bust on the wall, I guess. And you gotta give it up. Do not appreciate the evil laugh. And now she's trapped in there. Ah, oh, dinosaur magic, you're so crazy. So whomever that was, I'm sure we'll find out by the end of the game, wink wink. I don't know why they were so mad to do that to Crystal, but if that was the color palette I could see in, I'd probably be mad all the time too.
Affirmative. I'll get back to work.
Hey, Fox! Isn't this music getting on your nerves? I'm trying to work on my maps.
Okay, old timer. Turn it down, Slippy. Hey! Slippy, it's General Pepper.
General Pepper here! I have a new mission for you, Fox. You are approaching Dinosaur Planet, an ancient world on the edge of the Lilat system. As you will see, chunks of the planet have been torn from its surface. It's your job to get them back. If Dinosaur Planet explodes, it could affect the entire Lilat system. The only lead we have is that you must locate the Queen of the Earthwalker dinosaur tribe. Maybe she can help you further. Either way, your fee has been approved. If you are successful, then the money will be forwarded to you immediately. Pepper out!
You heard the General. Let's do it.
That BGM was rad. I wish we could listen to that more. Let that be like in a level or something. So the whole plot, as far as like Starfox's crew, according to the game manual, and these are all the chunks of the planet. These are levels you get to go to later. This one's my favorite one because it has like the most varied gameplay in it. Also, it's the last one, and it took me forever to get there, and I have a thing in games where, like, if it's the last level and it was really hard for me to get to, like, it's kind of my favorite. I don't know why I'm like that, I just am. But the whole plot is, like, after Starfox 64, I guess, was the last thing to happen, they, like, Starfox team couldn't find work, so now they're all, like, broke.
Thorntail Hollow. Locate the queen of the Earthwalker tribe. She will help you further. Pepper out.
And they haven't gotten jobs, the Great Fox is falling apart, Falco left because there is, like, no work, yada yada. Per the instruction manual, if I'm remembering correctly. Before you go into any of the spaceborne levels, or you go back to a planet, to the planet, I guess I should say, you gotta do a space mission here. And each level requires various amounts of gathering the gold rings. I don't even know what my high score is on these levels, by the way. I've done these so many times for so many years and deleted and remade save blocks on a memory card just to make room for space new games. Like, I don't even remember. Like I said, I've done this a lot. And furry or not, I do really like this game. It was a lot of fun when I was a kid. I still think it's a lot of fun. A lot of people don't like this game though, mostly because these levels like this, where you go to the different like locations, are the only R-Wing levels, and a lot of people were, from what I remember, really mad that this game wasn't more like Star Fox 64. I mean, that's a them problem, but... I remember I read reviews on GameFAQs, and a lot of people complained about that. My favorite complaint, if you go to GameFAQs, I'm sure those reviews are still there. My favorite complaint that was like consistent across several of them, like, it was built on the Zelda engine, and I'm just sitting here like, and? That's a real funny comparison to make when literally everything nowadays is made in freaking Unreal or Unity.
Great flying, Fox! For a moment I thought you weren't gonna make it.
Very funny, sir.
I know. Now, on to business. By pressing the start button, you will open your communicator. Choose who you wish to speak to, and then press the A button to contact one of us. Each team member will give you different information. It's not being tested in action, so give it a try as soon as I've finished. And don't forget, you're looking for the Queen Earthwalker. Try talking to those Thorntail guys. Slippy is preparing a translator device, but until it's ready, he'll translate for you.
Okay, General. But what about a weapon? Why couldn't I bring my blaster?
It's always the same with you, Fox. Shoot first, ask questions later. This mission is about saving the planet, not blowing it up. It requires a different tactic. Try using your head.
Yeah, very funny, sir. Fox out.
What's the matter, Fox? You weren't trained in martial arts or something? Come on now. It's okay, there's a weapon sitting right over here. Crystal stack got all the way over here.
Oe mishkut ke ijo aj najoko. Mojekov niad ijo aj at smoke. Ut ad kikeno oe baksh mufofen. Kubo tabohodus kai ke itkong ak fenovik kusbe. Oe sut uksha ijo akeo feko ke nekt wit oe. Ko kavkad hez ba ides baj akomj ik ev kuj. Kubo suro mojekov. Ut adat nav kubo suro efoe.
That was just more tutorials anyway. It's gonna be... I think that's close to the last of the tutorials, so... don't have to worry about that too much longer. That's always one thing I think about when I'm playing games that I've played 100 times, when I'm recording them. Like, I know all this tutorial stuff already. Do I keep this in? Do I cut it? I couldn't specifically skip any of that. But some games I have to like wonder about it, you know, like are other people want to play this? Do they want to see the tutorials? I don't know. Don't know. It's one of those things you got to think about. So anyway, in terms of tutorials, that blue spheres I found up there, those are fuel cells, you see them right here. Those power my ship to get me to those other chunks of the planet, but I have to unlock those specific chunks of the planet. This fills my magic meter. There's different colors that fill different amounts. And bug, that's money. I'm not joking. Bugs are the money. And boy, I don't remember as many times as I've played this game. I don't remember it getting nighttime this quick. That up. We're gonna go down that way later. I have no real reason to go down there now. You'll get to the end of that path, and then it's all blocked up. One of these has like a... Of course, there's different scarabs that have different monetary values. Like the green ones are 1, the red ones are 5. You can only carry 10 right now, though. I haven't like actually... It feels like it's been years since I've played this game. It hasn't been that long. Maybe 2 years since I last tried to play this on my own time. Anyway, combat tutorial. Ow. I gotta remember controls. I'm glad they only attack me one at a time, by the way. That's... Oh, wrong button. Most enemies are good for like 2 combos, but if I do that, and then that... You hold the control stick in different directions, you can do different combos. I think it's holding the control stick in different directions, and there's different combos, but...
Proveo ki o shiku frusem she owe end, owe mich kut kai juvuka tsok ki hei owe kuts. Vekenak suk, utujelo ruka o juduk.
Neat. Well, I'm gonna turn the PDA off. I don't have a map or anything, so don't really need it. There's going to be certain caves like this one that have upgrades in them. We'll just discover more of those as we go along in the game. There's caves that give new power-ups and caves that extend your magic mirror. And you can tell the difference between the two, just general by context of where you're at in the game. But you can also tell if you go into one of these power-up shrines, if there's water, it gives you a new ability. If there's no water, it just increases your magic meter. For the most part, I think that's pretty much the case. That shows you how much I've played this game, that I just know the difference between the two. Me, as dense as I am, I would have had to play through this game at least twice to figure that out, to pick up on that. This is by far the most useful ability in the entire game. It's the one that's used the most. So I just have, that's the one I keep on my quick slot. And of course the game gives you some flying enemies to deal with to test it out. Don't go far enough. Still, okay. The aiming's a little hard to control if you haven't played this, because when I pull down, it aims up, right? Left, left, yada yada. But when I let go, it snaps back to center. so I have to hold it a little bit and it just snaps back to center. I don't know. There's no setting for that. But if I ever look like I'm fumbling, it's because it's not a control scheme I see very often. And I can live with it. It's fine. But yeah, no.
Is anybody there?
Not bad at first person is what I'm saying.
Are you okay? My name is Fox McCloud, and you must be the Queen Earthwalker.
No lurud no kadu, ve uwe, moje, Prince Tricky keog roots of kehod rokio sharp claws, ut kubod ki ice mountain.
Did you get that, Slippy?
You've got to go to the Ice Mountain and rescue her son, the Prince Tricky.
Nice name. Okay, lady, I'll bring your son back to you. Can you give me some directions?
Oe mish weki keo warpstone. Kutso kutsuj wuk feno, ut sujod oe keo.
You've got to talk to that big stone guy. She called him a warp stone.
That's all I need to know. I'll be back soon, Queen. Don't you worry. Haven't you finished that translator yet?
It's nearly ready, Fox. I just need a bit more time. Slippy out.
Neat. So before we do any of that, I'm about to end the episode. It's been, I don't know how long it's been because I was recording while I was doing some setup. So there's a little extra time in there on my end. So I have no idea how long this episode is. Probably close to half an hour. Which, you know, we got through all the tutorial stuff, so we'll want to, it'll leave us a nice open amount of game for the next video. Pick up some of these. These are bombs. Blow up these plants, they go boom. And you, in certain places I can plant these seeds. And they grow more plants that go boom. I do like how this game has a little counter in the bottom right that tells you how much you have of everything. That's very helpful. That's not something I see a whole lot. And it's not really like a lot of clutter either. It just keeps me from having to go into my menu and flip through everything. Just to see like, oh, do I have enough for this? Do I have enough for that? Yada yada. Yeah, you plant the, but yeah, you plant those bomb plants in patches like these, and they'll open up openings like this. There'll be stuff in there. So while I do have to collect these fuel cells to get to later levels, there's like way more of them than you would ever need just scattered around the planet. Just doing a little cleanup for me in the episode. Well, if I remember correctly, I think it takes 7 fuel cells to get to the first like planetary chunk in orbit. If I remember correctly. The game doesn't tell you how many you need, by the way. It just says you have enough or you don't have enough, I think. In fact, I've never not had enough in my entire life. All the times I've played this game. It just tells you have enough and then you go there and then you don't have fuel cells anymore. Well, the requisite amount anymore, I should say. It doesn't take all your money or all your fuel cells. And there's technically an infinite amount of fuel cells, so you can always buy them. I think that's the last one of these patches. Yeah, it's just more health. Okay. Plants over here. think the way these plants go is like green gives the least amount of magic, and then red, yellow, blue? I don't remember which gets more, yellow or blue. I think it's blue. What's up, Stone Guy?
Nobody ever brings me gifts anymore.
It's probably because the Thorntails don't have hands, dude. Just gonna throw that out there. But, I know what he wants, and I know where to get it, but we will save that for the next video. I'm just gonna walk back to my ship here. I don't know why, I just felt like doing it. Anyway, thank you everybody so much for watching. If you enjoyed this game, leave a like and let me know. Let me know if you've played it yourself down into the comments. Let me know if you are anything like me, and if you happen to be a furry, and this game happens to be the reason why. I like how my VTuber model didn't even laugh when I did. I had to turn mouth tracking off to make it look more coherent, but anyway. Subscribe for more of this video game coming your way very soon, along with other things that I've done. More Skyrim, more Final Fantasy. I got Five Nights at Freddy's 2 I'm going to start recording pretty soon. All sorts of good stuff coming out after those as well. So thank you all again so much for watching. I will see you all in the next video.